Let's get to the money.
Let's get to the
Money.
Let's get to the
Money. Let's get to the motherfucking money.
Fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, 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 fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. Middle finger in your ass screaming fuck the bookies. Woke up in the morning, grab my little black book. Yesterday can eat a dick, cause we lost by the hook. Can't win them all, so you never see me get shook. Today's a new day, the bookmaker's getting cooked. When I spot a dirty keg of 4 units getting played, always find the value, I would never be afraid. Scared money don't win, but I'm not going all in unless I see a bet I love, then I put my balls on a bookie's chin. Let it all soak in, doubling my bread, winning money with my friends. If you got the itch and you wanna go big, follow Sharpie bets and you gon' really fucking win. This is not financial advice, it's entertainment. But if I find the right price, believe I'm parlaying it. You can see my spreadsheet, I'm winning, not just saying it. Profit in the green every week, I'm never negative. I can bet an ace or a shitty old picture. Pick the right spots cause I'm the K-pop whisperer. Shut up when I speak until you finally get the picture. I'm the best in the world, tell me you getting richer. Fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, 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 fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. Middle finger in the air screaming fuck the bookies.
Let's get to the motherfucking monies.
Let's get to the motherfucking monies. Welcome to the best MLB prop show on God's green earth. I'm your host, Sharpie's Bets, and it's Tuesday. So you know we have Ribeyes with Mike to hold you over on your hitting props, but we do have a super light day when it comes to pitchers, as I only had 4 that I wanted to try to attack, but I still have 2 or 3 extra that I wanted to touch on and tell you what the books are showing and saying. It is also Jose Berrios Day. So enough small talk, guys. Let's go out there and get that damn money. On the show, guys, we will talk the opening lines of pitching props as well as the closing K-prop lines 30 minutes prior to the show going live. So do me a favor, if you like what you're hearing, smash that like button. And if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button as well. Jose Berrios versus the Reds, striking people out at a disgusting 19%, while walking people just 7% on the year. Morning line, 5.5 plus 108 on FanDuel. Best line available to that 5.5 is now minus 102. Pitching outs is 18.5, minus 210 juice to the under, whereas earned runs are at 82.5, minus 145 juice to the under as well. Projected lineup is 6 righties, 3 lefties, and Candelario got scratched for so-and-so, but I still think it's 6 righties, 3 lefties. Today we start the day, guys, with Jose Berrios, and as you already know, he has been my most profitable pitcher bet the last 2 seasons, and the 3 losses this year have all been by the hook, with the last one being last week as he went 7 innings and had 5 strikeouts on the second to last batter, and I was on the under 4.5. Life's a bitch and you marry one, guys. As Berrios gets the Reds, who over the last 200 plate appearances versus right-handed pitchers, as The Rock says, it doesn't matter what their numbers are, guys, because I don't need to look at them with Berrios, but they are not walking and striking out just 23% of the time. Now, if you watch this show, you know I have a key for Berrios, with that key being chase contact. Yet if you look at this man's plate discipline metrics, you may never want to bet this man in your life, as he is league average in getting people to chase, way below league average in zone contact, as well as chase contact. But I cannot get all caught up in other numbers, guys, when the chase contact has been the thing to work for me, time in and time out. And that's what we get in this projected lineup, guys, a whole lot of bad chase contact, as 8 of the 9 projected are worse than league average when it comes to that. Now, this Reds team is really good at zone contact and not chasing, yet they are not walking, guys. So the chase is definitely there. It's just the zone contacting is that something I need to pay attention to? As I've never have before, guys. So I go look and see who Berrios has played this year that was good at zone contact, yet bad at chase contact. We only have one team that matches up with both that, and it was the Rangers, where Berrios went out there 7 innings and had 5 strikeouts. Well, guys, if that's the game he has today, guys, I get hooked again. Nana. Sharpie don't play that, guys, as I will be looking to bet the 5.5 when the lineups come out, as it's over or nothing right now, and I just want to make sure we get this lineup. But I do have a full unit alt parlay with Berrios pulled down to 5+, with the next guy we're going to speak in Zach Wheeler at 6+, and that was at -106. You can get better number on that now because we'll talk Wheeler when we get the Wheeler, but man, that 6.5 is scaring the dog piss out of me. I'm glad I pulled him down to 6, but still, when they're begging you to bet the 6.5, there may be a freaking issue, guys. But I do have a full unit on Berrios 5+ with Wheeler 6+. I'll talk Wheeler next. But I'm also waiting to bet the 5.5 for when the lineups come out. As yes, it's moved down to -102 with Candelario being put on the IL, which Candelario was at least one strikeout. But the guy they put him in with is a walking strikeout. I don't know if he deserves to move the line like the way it's going. But Benson is a walking strikeout. Knock on wood. I don't want to jinx myself. But also, guys, they don't have Espanol in this projected lineup. And if he gets put in the lineup, I do expect it to go to the plus money. And if not even a 4.5 juice, because someone's going to be like, oh, Espanol don't strike out, which I get it. He don't. Great chase contact guy, too. But that means we'd have two guys in this lineup that are good at the thing I'm not looking for, guys. And those guys are going to be in the 8 and 9 holes of this lineup. The guys he's going to see the least anyways. So Berrios, guys, I have him pulled down to 5 with Wheeler at 6 for a full unit. And I will also be looking to bet the 5.5 as well. But like I said, the 3 losses this year have came by the hook. So pulling them down may be actually the fucking way to go. As if you've done that, then you ain't lost. Zach Wheeler, guys, the next guy we're talking about, like I said, at the Braves, striking people out 27.5% of the time, while walking people just 7.5%. Morning line 6.5 -145 on DraftKings to the over 8+ on FanDuel at the time. Best line available now is 6.5 -128 on FanDuel. And they're pretty much all right around that -130 range right now. Pitching outs 18.5 -185 to the under. Earn runs 2.5 -170 juice to the under as well. Projected lineup is 6 righties and 3 lefties. Wheeler, guys, gets the Braves, who over the last 15 days versus right-handed pitchers, they're walking around league average, striking out just 23.5% of the time. And we get this being a division game. So we have a boatload of past history where all but one projected guy has seen Wheeler, with 7 of the 9 guys have seen him with 7 or more at bats. And when we look at Wheeler, guys, he struck these guys out at an absurd 33% clip in 152 at bats. That's a whole lot of at bats and a nice K percentage. So why the heck were we getting a 6.5 super juice and a 7.5 on FanDuel, which is the sharper book in my opinion? And now, guys, when we looked at it, we're literally, as I'm doing this write-up, this comes down to a 6.5 at a -130. Why the hell is this guy at his basic win average, guys, as he's hit the over 6.5, 6 out of his last 10 games? That equates to a -130 line. Now, the Braves only striking out 23.5%. That doesn't mean move it. The 33% in past history does, guys. The books pay attention to K percentage of a team and past history. And the fact that they're not paying attention to this past history has me scared to death. Now, yes, I took them down to 6. And I still, guys, I did this without even thinking. I thought this line was moving to a 7.5 like FanDuel when I put this bet in. Still, guys, I just don't like betting, even though I altered Wheeler down to the 6. I just don't like being in it when they're saying the books are begging to bet the 6.5. No one is betting the under. They dropped it to a -130. Everything, when you look at his pitch mix, when you look at the whiff, what he struggles with is chase contact. This team sucks at chase contact. This team sucks at zone contact. Everything to me tells me this man should deal today. And when I looked at it, guys, when this guy didn't have the 7 strikeouts and he didn't get killed, and I don't expect him to get whooped on today. I expect him to go out there and have a good game. He went 7+ innings every time. And that's where I come in now, guys, with a half unit bet on his outs over 18.5 at a plus 144. If this man comes out and pitches the contact, I could then hit both. I did pull him down to the 6. And with a 33% K percentage, guys, like, be very careful betting the 6.5. I mean, it's over or nothing, but golly, man. Golly, if anything, this has got to be. Yeah, man, because I guarantee you ain't going to hear one person talking under on this, man, guys. So, Wheeler, get a 6, please, you freaking cuck. Do me a favor, guys. If you like what you're hearing, smash the like button. If you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button as well. Shane Baz at the A's, striking people out at a 20% clip while walking people 9% of the year. Morning line 5.5 plus 110 on MGM. Best line available to that 5.5 is plus 115 on DraftKings. Pitching outs opened at 15.5 minus 125 to the over are now 16.5 juice to the under. His earned runs opened at a 2.5 minus 140 to the under, now minus 155. So money's coming in on Baz to shove, just not to strike people out. It goes hand in hand with him, guys. So let's talk Baz. Projected to see 6 righties and 3 lefties. Baz gets the A's, who over the last 15 days versus right-handed pitching, they're walking top 3 in the league, not striking out at just 21% of their at-bats, and they do have a bottom 5 isolated power. So pretty much, guys, they're walking, not striking out, yet not hitting the broadside of a barn. So we can project Baz to be out there a little longer than normal. And obviously, people are betting his outs that way. That is, guys, if Baz just don't walk himself out the game, as the A's are only projecting 3 lefties, which is a good thing for Baz, as he's walking lefties like he has his short career in the majors, a terrible 12% of the time, yet he does have and has been elite at not walking right-handed batters. Now, if you look at his splits, guys, he's only striking right-handed batters out at an 18% clip compared to a crappy 21% clip versus the left-handed side. I'm going to tell you, don't worry about that, guys, as if you look at who he's seen this year, it's been a whole lot of zone contact and chase contact teams, guys, as he's seen the Yankees on a back-to-back. He's seen the Astros 2 times. He's seen the Cardinals, the Rangers. The only game where it said he should go out there and shove with a team with bad chase contact, the Reds, where this Shane Baz went out there and put up a 7-piece. So it's really a tale, guys, of who has he played, not who he is. And, guys, we get a 5.5 for a guy who's only hit the over on that 3 of 7 games versus a team not striking out. So all in all, guys, I dig into what seems like a spot I want to back Baz. And when I look at his plate discipline metrics, we see through just a few games, but in 3 seasons in the bigs, guys, he has an issue with making people chase. Yet if you chase, guys, he is top 5% of starting pitchers of what he's done in his first 3 seasons. Granted, guys, he's never gone past really 40 innings in a season, but still, if you chase, you're not making contact on this guy. Now, what I have an issue of just going balls out to the walls out is we only have 4 guys in this projected lineup who are league average or worse at chasing. So if he can't get people to chase, is he going to get them to whiff? Now, when I look at his pitch mix, I come up with 7.5 if he could stay in the zone. And when I look at his zone percentage, guys, he's 5% better than league average. And the A's, guys, are in the bottom 5 when it comes to zone contact. So if this man can just stay in the freaking zone, he'll have ample opportunities of 2-strike counts, which will open up some of these guys to chase. It's over or nothing, guys. And if I pull the trigger, once lineups come out, it will be a half-unit bet for me, as I do see the A's are walking. They are top 3 in the league, and that can be a bugaboo for this man. Like I said, he's walking lefties at a 12% clip. You know who ain't walking lefties? It's a guy who ain't walking righties either, guys, because he bangs them, guys. He freaking hits them out the damn park. It's a guy known for making betting ribeyes famous. Mikey fucking Mike.
Megalodon, the size of really 2 school buses. Are they extinct? Are they at stake?
That's the big question.
What's the new evidence now? A satellite photo near Sao Paulo. When you compare them next to the first photo, I'd say that's a 70-foot shark.
70 feet, baby. What up, Sharpie Sharp? How are you, brother?
I'm going to puke because I just seen what Voodoo Ranger posted in the chat. If you want Wheeler, he's a 5.5 on Prize Picks. 15 more minutes. 20. Yeah, Taco fucking Trapo, bro. That fool's in trouble today. Great. He's going to pitch to contact or get his butts handed to him. Fuck me running. All right.
I'm going to tell you this. I think it's a Philadelphia day, not just because of all the Philly gear you see behind me, but there's a couple things they got going in their favor. It's the divisional battle. That's the biggest component they got going out there, trying to get that momentum back. Castellanos, kind of the silent piece out there, has been firing. He's got 5 singles in a row, or 5 games with a single rolling out there. And you know, we got some big numbers, Sharpie. We got some big trends on these motherfuckers. First and foremost, great under spot. The first 5 under 4.5, the full game under 8. Big spots out there for them boys. I said this earlier, it's the complete mash unit for Atlanta. Those bats, the averages for the Philadelphia bats, better than just about everybody across the league, and they've gone through their period of regression. We look at a spot on top of that where we got a favorite, shorter than a -134, just broke a 3 or more game winning streak, or 33-6, and they're punching it up by almost 3 runs a game in those spots out there. I wasn't going to come in and drop Philly's net action, but you're talking about Wheeler, man. I know the numbers might not show favorable, but I think he shoves out there today. Who's going to hit the ball? It's you and me. Keep your phone on because the Braves are calling.
What they're telling me, bro, and I have a half unit on it, is that Wheeler's going to pitch to fucking contact and go deep. And I'm scared to death because I woke up this morning and I betted Berrios down the 5 with Wheeler pulled down to 6. And they're telling me he don't get 6. And if this man don't get 6, it's because he goes 7, 8 innings. And he just pitches to contact. Bro, this is how I eat myself alive. But, yeah.
I mean, the only way he's pitching to contact is if you and I are standing out there holding our bat out to bunt the ball. I think he shoves.
Yeah, I think he shoves too. But me and Noli, speak of Noli in the chat. Shout out, my boy. We're talking this morning.
Shout out.
Yeah, we were talking the under in this game too. And the thing is we talked about it last night in the Oakland game on the phone, where if it's an under, how can you pick a side? And it's just like, dude, it's like, don't pick the side, just go under. Because when they're both shoving, but I mean, you just came in with some super freaking sick freaking shit to back up. They just lost a game, and this is a spot where they kill it. So that's a different story. But
this year in baseball, man, and shout out to you guys. I see in the chat, Guillermo, AOD, Voodoo Ranger, Noli knows the Undertaker, baby. Look, the 2 and 3 spots in baseball. You know, we see that. You know, I got an almost auto situation I've been playing this year. They get to a 10, I want to go the other way. So a team loses 10 in a row, I want to take them to win. And vice versa, because it's just so goddamn hard in any sport to stack up 10 in a row. The other ones are 2s and 3s. We see these types of situations in pitching rotations. They win 2, they're due to lose that 3rd. Not want to say due, but higher probability than not, they can't stack that 3rd one together. It's just hard in baseball to string together 3 straight opportunities. And when we start seeing trends that favor these numbers at this time of the season, you got to take a deep look at it, man. I know I wasn't going to come in here and start talking about some of this baseball stuff here, but we're here to talk some RBIs, man. Let's eat some red fucking meat, Sharpie.
Hey, bro, they really freaking dropped Wheeler because of fucking Urshela? Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. They just announced lineups out, bro. And Urshela's a guy who doesn't strike out. I get it. He's in the fucking 8-hole, and they just traded for him. Go suck my wanker. I don't feel bad about 6 no more. I get what the books think they're doing. Zach Wheeler shoving. All right. Sorry, brother. Let's go back to baseball.
We're in baseball. Let's talk about a different way.
So I keep going right back to that game. Leave that game alone, Sharpie.
I think I don't have any ribeye action in that one because I do like the unders. I do like the first 5 under, and I do like the full game under. So it's going to probably be a double dip spot. I would think about adding the Phillies to that under. When you say, if you're looking at the total, how do you pick a side? Because it's going to probably be like 280, 275 to 1 if you play it just the right spot there. So we'll see. But I'm going to go and I'm going to start this card off. I got some early action because we got Tuesday night, which means we're going Dana White Contender Series, bringing the fight back to the bookies. So going to try to get some early action out there. Then we're going to try to live bet some action, but it's definitely an action night, Sharpie. By the way, great time last Tuesday.
It was good for me to
deck.
join you last Tuesday. I swept, so I'm coming back.
Dude, we fucking murked the board last Tuesday. It doesn't have to be the old butt rub session, but I think it was almost a net 18 units just on Tuesday's card on a fucking suddenly not so casual Tuesday, as my guy likes to say. But let's talk about some bats, and let's talk about putting them to them balls, and let's talk about this Arizona Diamondbacks Miami series. Man, what a great spot yesterday. The Diamondbacks -1.5 and the over. Trending to the over in this game as well. I thought this baseball card from an RBI and a hitting perspective, super difficult. We look across the board and a lot of lefties on the bump, a lot of wind blowing in, a lot of these middle series matchups without a lot of success from these batters. And it's kind of like sometimes you look at it and you think this is going to be a big day for hitting, and other days not so much. And I kind of think today's the not so much. But speaking of lefty situations in this Arizona Diamondbacks team, man, Jock Peterson's the guy you got to take advantage of here. He does it again last night. The books are stupid. Stupid plus 175 price again for Jock Peterson. I get that he's the lefty. He loves hitting on the road. Man, he must be the guy that coordinates the after-game poker tournament there. He's the guy that, gets the ladies of the road settled together. Like, he excels when he's out there on the road and everybody else plays better around him. He's had 149 at-bats on the road. He's hitting a 289 to be the best on the team. We look at Eddie Cabrera going against lefties. He's at 232. But this is kind of some of the metrics where I look at it and think, all right, is this guy due to get whacked? Then we look at these numbers and we see that lefty-righty contact. Best guy on the team to do it out there against a righty. Guess who it is? Good old big cock horse dick lock of the night, Jock Peterson, .292 out there against the righty at a plus 175. Absolutely stupid. He's hitting a 500 against Eddie Cabrera on top of that. You got to open the card up with that one, a plus 175. We even threw the old big cock horse dick lock on that thing out there, man. It's got to be a winner. Why not?
Why not, man? And I mean, he almost had me go over there and grab my signed Jock Peterson jersey, bro. You talking to me, bro. You can't say another name that I won't listen to, bro. And yeah, he's definitely good versus righties. Fade him versus the guy that he's usually platooned like a motherfucker since he's been brought up. So he usually don't ever see lefties. He smashes righties, and he doesn't chase. And that's why Edward Cabrera is at a 4.5 today.
Getting touched up. Speaking of getting touched up, I saw your tweet out there. Jose Berrios Day, man. Jose fucking Berrios Day. Let's go on north of the border. Let's go to the 6. Let's see what we can do with the Cincinnati Reds and Toronto Blue Jays spot. I'm going to admit, this is, we got a name for the last one. We're going to name this one too. It is the forced fuck you Jose Berrios spot of the day out there. I'm going to number 3 in the order again. 3's been money for us, dude. Tyler Stevenson. Yeah, he's hitting a 247. Hear me out. Hear me out with this one. On the road, Berrios, we know what he likes to do. He likes to go out there and blow donkey balls, right? That being said, especially when he's in that -125 to +125 spot, you're going to say, Mike, he's at home. I know. But here's how. He lost 6 straight road games in the -125 to +125 range. He comes out, he wins that last game in the Angels against none other than Tyler Anderson, a guy that's going today. Bad start for Tyler Anderson. He puked up like 5 runs in 2 innings, right? On the flip side, we got Kevin, ball of fucking dog shit. Gausman plays yesterday for the Toronto Blue Jays, and he's got a 6-game winning streak at home. He's playing pretty decent. We'll say decent at home, but a 6-game winning streak for them Toronto Blue Jays. What does he do yesterday? Well, he fucking loses. He pukes his nuts up everywhere. We cashed that over. It was a little sweaty there at the end because it was an 8 up to 8.5. So it got to 9, I think was the final, but we got there. We knew it was going to cash for us. We got a fade spot with interleague teams, suggesting that this is a 2-14 opportunity if you play on Toronto. Now we just crossed the vortex. We got into bizarro opposite land between Gausman and Berrios. The win for Berrios shouldn't have happened. The loss for Gausman probably shouldn't have happened. Now things are going to stabilize. Berrios going to come out here and get beat down. I'm going to take this Tyler Stevenson spot in that 3-hole at +165. I told you, it's the force fuck spot because get your tinfoil hats on here. It was bizarro world with these last 2 starts for these pitchers here, and I think now we see the stabilization factor. Berrios, we got this 3 spot. On top of that, Ellie De La Cruz in front of the guys hitting a 265. I mean, that's good enough to be second best on the team behind Jake Fraley, Johnny India in the top spot. Plenty of meat to get on the base.
All
before he
guys
goes
who
out
are
there.
striking out today to Berrios.
You
I
think
hope
so?
they. I got Berrios for. Oh yes.
Uh-oh.
Can you give up runs while striking out 6? You fucking right.
Sure.
You can. You
Sure you
fucking
can.
right. You can. So I mean, I don't want it to
And
be that way.
Does he go K him out? Maybe. But I think you put the KO on there because Tyler Stevens going to knock his ass out of the park. Probably get the home run. Of the spots, 4 home runs today. I just thought this was the force buck. Give me a little Tyler Stevenson action there. And I got 2 more for you guys. So let's go. Let's roll on. Let's go over to let's take a look here. Where are we going? We're going to land right. Where the fuck are we going? Where are we going? There we go. Let's take a look at this Houston Astros team. Let's take a look at the Astros. Let's take a look at the Red Sox here. I think it's a show favorite. Guy that we've been capitalizing on. Again, 1-2, right in the 3-hole. Going up against Nick Pivetta. Little Yonder Diaz, man. How about last night? Do you see last night? First player to strike out with with the timeout violation in Major League Baseball in the 7th inning, and he was pissed off. He comes back out there and he shoves it that next at bat. He goes 2 for 5 on the night. He scores 2 runs for the team. 3rd straight game that he's got multiple hits. 5th in his last 10. Seeing the ball incredibly well. Hitting a 305 when he goes out there against righty. So we've isolated a righty on righty matchup. Then we look at this guy when he's at home. Best guy again on the team with a 321. Plays comfortably. Probably because he knows when he's at home, he's got his girl on lockdown. He doesn't have to worry about her going out there creeping on the side. So he's comfortable. He knows that she's sleeping in his bed at the end of the night. And he's ready to go bang it around. I think this one here at a plus 165, dude. Get the fuck out of here, Pivetta. Come on, man. Houston, this spot for Houston is too good to be true. That very well may be the case, but Yonder Diaz, again, number 3-hole. Give me this opportunity, man. He's banging out a 165. We got another plus 165 with Diaz, dude. Crazy shit. But we'll take a shot at this guy.
This is the most energy Mike's brought all year, brother. Let's fucking go.
I'm fired up, dude. We got a live stream tonight for Tuesday, man. We made so much money last Tuesday. All week long was a great week last week. I know you probably hear a lot of people say that, man, but I fucking practice what we preach, dude. It's real. It's the real deal. Money starts coming in. I start drinking late. I get up early. I get ready to roll. I don't want to sleep on this money, man. We got to get this cash, and I'm ready to fire. So let's take a look here. What do I got for the last spot on the day? Let's go. Let's give the old spin of the wheel. What are we looking for? We're looking for this Minnesota spot. Where did we go? What happened to my mouse here? Everything just froze on me. Too much excitement for the computer. Too much excitement. Scroll. It don't fucking matter. I'll tell you guys exactly what we're doing here. We're going to Royce motherfucking Big Balls Lewis. This guy clobbering lefties right now at the Padres spot. I do like the Padres. Yesterday, I was on the Padres first 5 full game for a nice little plus 125 spot. Gave out the Padres -1. Trying not to be biased here because we saw this Twins, and I said the Twins win and they lose, and they do it in bunches. They do it better than anybody else in bunches. They'll get 2 wins or 3 wins in a row. Then they'll have 2 or 3 losses in a row. But the consistency between both of these teams right now, the bats, they're hot. They're firing. Royce Lewis, you look at this guy across the board against Martin Perez. Well, he's got no success. He's never seen him. But what does he do when he goes out there? We got that little isolated matchup. The right-handed hitter, the left-handed batter. He kicks him square in the nuts. He's got a 308 batting average. Once again, the 3-hole and best on the team to get her done. 308 against the situation with lefties. Then we look at the home road splits. You know, he does prefer to kind of the entire team for the Twins kind of like to be at home more so than being on the road. But, Margot, Carlos Santana out there in front of him. Plenty of opportunity. The bottom spots of this lineup here, which is important because he's in the 3-hole. Maxie Kepler, Austin Martin, plenty of dudes that can go out there and find some success. And we look at this one here. You know, he's right down in that boo-boo spot there at the plus 145. So we're going to bring a little boo-boo action back here with Royce Lewis. Big Nut's going to put him on the line, see if he can't make a way to come through for us, get that cash. Plus 145. Sharpie, the lefty killer, dude. Let's go.
Plus 145. Royce Big Balls Lewis. Mike came with it today, fellas. He had the horse cock lock, the big balls play of the day, and I forgot the other one too. But man,
We had a
they all
force
had
fuck play of the day in there. We had the force fuck
force
play of
fuck.
the day.
Oh, he's gonna take Berrios' butt cheeks. He said, man. He said he taking them.
I love you guys, man. It's a lot of fun always hanging out with you, Sharpie. I will get you a link tonight, my guy. You know we're going to pop off 6:45. This ship pops off at 7. We got to be ready to talk about it and then give out them winners. So it's going to be a ton of fun, you guys. Make sure you hit the thumbs up for my guy, Sharpie. And we'll see you guys. We'll see you at the winners window there, man. I'll save a spot for everybody in line.
Of course, of course.
Megalodon, the size of really 2 school buses. Are they extinct? Are they extinct?
That's the big question.
What's the new evidence now? A satellite photo near Sao Paulo. When you compare them next to the first photo, I'd say that's a 70-foot shark.
Robbie Ray versus the White Sox, striking people out at a 30. Well, this ain't even his, I don't think. Maybe it is 32.5%, walking people 5.5. I don't know if that was Robbie Ray's, bro. Let's just be real, Sharpie. Let's pull him up, though, and make sure. He's probably walking people at a way worse rate, seeing he got fucking smashed last week. Can't tell by my voice I was on him. He is advanced. No, it is 32.5% strikeout rate, but his walk rate is 13% so far on the year. Freaking disgusting. Morning line 6.5 minus 134 on FanDuel. Best line available minus 136 to that 6.5. 30 minutes prior to the show going live. Pitching out 17.5 at a pick'em. Earn runs 1.5 at a pick'em as well. Projected 8 righties, 1 lefty. Robbie Ray, guys, gets the White Sox, who are the worst team in baseball, and a well-needed spot for a bounce back for Ray after he didn't make it out the first inning last week. As the White Sox are not walking, striking out 27% of the time, and have the lowest isolated power I've ever seen in the past month of baseball. Like, it's just disgusting. Ugh. And they've seen 6 left-handed pitchers. And they are 6-0 to the over on their K prop that day they were set at. Framer Valdez and Nestor Cortez both went 7 innings and had 9 strikeouts. Seal had 8 strikeouts in 6 innings of works, where Sears cashed his 4.5 in 7 innings, where Kyle Harrison last night cashed his 4.5 in 6. Now it's Robbie Ray's turn to beat up on these bums. And please give me this lineup, guys, as when we look at Robbie Ray's plate discipline metrics, he is elite in whiff, zone contact, as well as being the best pitcher in the game since he came back at chase contact. The issue is he is below league average at getting guys to chase. Have no fear, guys. The White Sox are here, as they have 6 of the 9 projected guys in this lineup that chase, and you don't want to do this versus old Robbie Ray. So I get it if you've already bet the over, guys, as it is over or nothing. I'm just going to wait for lineups, as like I said, every pitcher has gone 6 innings or longer, so I may bet the K prop and his outs prop with them both freaking parlayed, guys, as I think he goes out and just dominates them. And it's a spot after a bad game where I like to look to bet on aces. He is an ace in my opinion. So Robbie Ray, guys, happens to show up on Jose Berrios Day. And it is kind of funny that Berrios is wearing a Robbie Ray t-shirt with the A being Robbie Ray's ass. I think they might be lovers, bro. Blech. They must be Democrats. But either which way, guys, appreciate you guys for tuning in. I still have a lot to talk about, actually. Right now, guys, I am on a alt parlay with Jose Berrios, 5 strikeouts, hooked to Zach Wheeler, 6 strikeouts. Am I worried? Yes, not of Berrios, but of Wheeler, as the books are playing their hoe games with the 6.5. I didn't realize the hoe games till after I bet it. So I hope he at least gets 6, as when they're playing hoe games with 6.5, they're saying 7 gets tough. I think I get their hoe games now that I've seen the lineup with Urshela in it, and I feel better, but still, I'm just giving you my honest fucking opinion and what's in my stomach right now. I'm not here to blow smoke up your fucking ass. I am going to put a half unit on Jose Berrios's 5.5. Lineups did come out. No Benson, which sucks. Espanol in the lineup. So the bottom 2 guys are the 2 guys that are good versus chase contact. I still have 7 to 9 in favor of what I'm looking for. I do expect it to start going towards plus money. and I'll take the best line when it comes out. I'm not in no rush. Espanol means under money's coming in. That's just the way fucking it works. So I will tweet out a half unit play on the over 5.5, as I already got a unit on the 5 and 6 alt parlay hook to Wheeler. I do have a half unit on Zach Wheeler over 18.5 outs at plus 144. And with lineups pending, I want to put a whole unit on Ribeye. I just don't know. Do I want to put like a little parlay of the outs with the strikeouts for like $30 and put the other on the strikeout alone? But yeah, I think Ribeye goes out and shoves today. Now, also, Shane Baz is over or nothing. I would like at least one more guy on this lineup who chases, but still, I may just leave him alone. But if I do bet him, it's a half unit bet. And let's talk about 3 other guys real quick. Today, guys, was just 4 guys for me to do a big breakdown on, so a light show when it comes to that. But I did want to touch on 3 guys, and I like to call it board watching. And this morning, when me and Spin Doc were on the phone for an hour, man, we caught not a whole bunch, but at least 3. He maybe picked up on a couple more, but he goes through every pitcher. I just go through my pitchers, or at least pitchers in bad situations, because I want to know what it is. So let's talk about what the books are talking on Edward Cabrera. He's a 4.5 on his strikeouts. He's only been a 4.5 one time in his last 10 starts. In that game, he only had 4 strikeouts. So just in that alone, guys, I would never bet an over, knowing that, oof, this is going to be tough for this man today, they're saying, and they're begging for over money. Cody Bradford is a 5.5 for just the 3rd time in his last 10 games. Every time he's been placed at a 5.5, he's cashed both times by at least 2 strikeouts. Something you got to take in. Like when they've done this with Austin Gomber and a couple other people, guys, that you'll pick up on. And it happens with these bum pitchers. When they bump these certain ones up, certain ones shine. And it shows that when Cody Bradford's bumped up, he shines. And he gets himself a shot at the Pittsburgh Pirates. Another guy is Walker Buehler. Yes, he has sucked ass, and I cannot bet him. Yet he's only been a 5.5 just 3 times all year. Yet he's 2-1 to the over. Yet he's really 2-0. As one game came in Colorado, guys, where it's not just this year. His past history in Colorado has never been good, at least when it comes to strikeouts. Now, for me, guys, I get why they dropped Cabrera, and the Mariners are God's gift to K-prop overs, so I get Buehler's, especially after what Gavin Stone did last night. In Pittsburgh versus the lefty, come on now, guys. So I get Bradford. I just wanted to let you know how they perform when the books drop them or jump them, and it is something that you should pay attention to and take into your cap, guys, as the books ain't dumb. We'll say that 1,000 times in a year, guys. The books ain't dumb, and it's something you could pick up on some mediocre pitchers. Certain ones, when they do certain things too, you're just like, wow. So wouldn't be surprised if Cody Bradford shoves. Now, I get why they jumped him. Pittsburgh striking out. I get why they jumped Walker Buehler. Seattle striking out. And I get why they dropped Edward Cabrera. Arizona's not chasing, and they're not striking out. So all in all, like, they do as the team plays. And the one person they're not doing that with today is fucking Zach Wheeler. And I'm scared a little bit. It is what it is, guys. Life's a bitch and you marry one. And yeah, hopefully you guys make some money tonight. Hopefully I make some money tonight. And hopefully Jose Berrios doesn't fucking hook us and gets us our 6, because I will be on that 5.5 once the line settles. Appreciate you all for tuning in. Until next time, I'm Sharpie's Bets, and you can find me nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. You cannot find me.
Buy a boy a baseball, get him outside, get his hands dirty, take a little time. Give a boy a Bible, teach him how to pray. Thank the good Lord at the end of the day. Wake him up early, teach him how to work, spend his own money, show him what it's worth, yeah. He's gonna know it all, he'll slip and he'll fall, he'll pick himself up, amen. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am, show him how to be a man, so one of these days he girl a diamond, put it on her hand. Watch her and her mama making all the plans. Then get a little house on a little piece of land. Build a little family, so maybe one of these days he can. Yeah. Buy a boy a baseball, get him outside, get his hands dirty, take a little time. Give a boy a Bible, teach him how to pray. Thank the good Lord at the end of the day. Yeah, he's gonna know it all. He'll slip and he'll fall. He'll pick himself up.